According to a new article in the Washington Post, White House aides and staffers are walking around in fear. But this time, it's not fear of an unhinged Donald Trump going off at them at any minute. Now White House staffers are afraid of the Bob Mueller special prosecutor investigation that has the potential to take out some of their buddies inside the White House. The Washington Post said that some of the staffers jokingly ask one another each day, "Are you wearing a wire?" You know, things like that seem kind of funny, but they do acknowledge the fact that this is more gallows humor for the employees there, and that they all understand that at any given moment, any one of them could be called forth to testify in front of Bob Mueller and the grand jury that's been convened, and they know that that's probably not going to go well for any of them, particularly as some White House staffers have said, if they've ever mentioned the word Russia, if they've ever said the word Russia in an email, or any other kind of correspondence, they're probably on Bob Mueller's target list right now. Now, White House lawyer, Donald Trump's personal lawyer, I should say, Ty Cobb, insists that everything is fine. These staffers have nothing to worry about. Donald Trump himself is trying to reassure them by telling them that this is just an annoyance. The whole Russia thing, it's an annoyance. It's going to blow over. Everybody's going to be fine. Don't worry about your future. Don't worry about going to jail. Don't worry about your jobs. We're going to be okay. Well, Breitbart CEO and former White House staffer himself, Steve Bannon, tends to think otherwise. In fact, Bannon recently called for Donald Trump to hire an outside legal team other than Ty Cobb, because he doesn't believe that Cobb understands the severity of this investigation, nor is he equipped to actually be able to defend Donald Trump should the time come when Trump himself gets an indictment. And that's coming from Steve Bannon, a guy who was in there in the White House and knows everything that happened. If he's telling Donald Trump he needs better lawyers, then there's probably a pretty good assumption that Donald Trump is eventually going to need lawyers to defend him. That is why the staffers are so scared. It's not because they don't want to have to go testify. It's not because they're worried about being under oath. It's because they've been there from the beginning, and these people know exactly what went down, exactly who was involved, and they've got a pretty good idea of who's going down in the near future. If you're thinking about subscribing to our channel, I strongly encourage you to do that. But if you're not thinking about subscribing, I would encourage you to start thinking about it, and then once you're thinking about it, actually go and do it. You can see the subscribe button right there on the screen, or if you're watching on a different platform, go to youtube.com/theringofFire.